Um, what we'll say is this year we've mostly been so up and down. It's hard to, and it is hard in this league to get a run of games where you know consistently the same week after week. We've had two poor results, one against Horndean and one against Herne Bay. To be fair, both games got outplayed, outworked, which is mostly the worst thing. Getting outworked against sides really is not what we're all about. Horndean deserved the win and were a much better side on the day. And as I said to the newspaper this week, between us, Littlehampton, Horndean and the teams in this area, we're all roughly the same. You could be in the playoffs, you could be in relegation fight, and it's just how consistent you are, and that's the frustrating part about it. You could turn around and say that we're all after the same players, not necessarily so, but you've got to deal with what you've got on the day. We've played Beckenham today, who are bottom of the league, and we've taken chances. In other games we're struggling to score goals and we're giving away the ball in vital areas and can costing ourselves goals. At the moment we've got to address our home record. We've lost 2 away from home, we've lost 5 at home, and it's something that every side that look at it and say, why'd you lose so many away normally? But we're losing them at home and we'll get over it. We'll just keep going and we'll see where we end up at the end of the season. I said to young Ethan Pritchard, we played Littlehampton and he took everything, and their manager said, how do you ever keep him? I said, because he's so inconsistent. And today his second goal was a finish that anyone would be pleased with. But 2 years ago he's scoring that every week. Last year he's done really well as well. This year he's been very inconsistent, and that's what's happening at the minute. We've got some young players out there, Joe Moore, Isaac, Ethan. We've got some really young players, and we're, as much as we've been in this league for 4 or 5 years now, we're still very young. And we're a side that got to go looking for other players. I mean, it's like Joe Moore and Isaac, they both come from Horndean when they weren't getting in the side. So we're not in a position to go and get players from clubs, and a lot of players who go away from here and go to other clubs enjoy it here, that they come back. So, it's nice to be in that situation, but we're not kidding ourselves. We're not a top 8 side every year, but we're ending up there because we've got a little bit of belief, and we're, like I say, a young side that is so up and down. No, I think it's like I say with Isaac. Isaac had a little purple patch. I think the last 2 games, Horndean, we thought he was injured and we took him off, and there was a bit of confusion in that on the day. He's done really well this year. Isaac's been consistent. He was poor against Horndean and he wasn't fantastic against Herne Bay, but his work rate's good and he's done so much better today. And it's the same as Ethan Pritchard. This year we've struggled in front of goal, and those 2 have mostly been consistently, out of everyone, the goal scorers this year, and they're both so young. Ryan Davison struggled with injury, and that's why he didn't start today. So that's why he didn't start. Rob Hutchins came out because he hasn't been as good as he can be. So, it's just sometimes you've got to do that to your better players and just sort of give them a kick where they need it. So it's not that we don't think they're good players, but Rob Hutchins deserved to come out today. Ryan Davison's been injured, and that's why he didn't start. And yeah, that's going to happen through the season. You've got to do that sometimes. It's quite funny with Connor, really, because me and him had a little thing before the game, because on New Year's Day he didn't play, and then he expected to start the next game and I didn't start him, and he said something to me the game after, but he cost us at least one goal in the last game. And I sort of said to him before the game, you know, you've said something to me, you've made a remark, he knew what I was on about, and he knows what I was talking about. We had a little laugh amongst each other, but he was good again today. Him and Curtis played really well today, and most probably needed playing two fullbacks that don't play regularly. But in saying that, Kyle O'Brien's been good when he started, and Emmett does a job at right back. For me, that'd tell us, you know, where we are at the moment. That'd be a real test against Cray. They're going really well, and it'd be interesting to see what we're like. And if we don't get the work rate that we need, we'll get beat. A bit like today, I thought we were really poor first half. Could have been 1 or 2 down in first half, and that was the same. Look, I'm saying to you earlier, Ornding, Herne Bay, we could have been the same today. We could have been 2 down and really struggling, but we needed the win, and we've got the win, and we're happy with that, and we'll see where we go from there. Just happy with a win today, and like I say, it'll be a really interesting game Tuesday, and we're looking forward to it.
Right. Thanks a lot for your time.
Cheers. Thanks a lot. Cheers.